And now we're gonna go way back. We're gonna go back into the 1800s with one of the original inventions from man. Came right after the hammer. Probably everybody's seen them. Everybody's used them. It's called a vise. And what I've done is to combine a vise and a C-clamp. C-clamps have their usefulness if you have something nice and square and parallel, easy to clamp, things like that. We all know you need about 3 hands to work one of these things. And if you have 3 or 4 parts that you want to put together, there's not much you can do with that. So what I've done is kind of taken the next step, and I believe that the best way to hold 3 parts together is to put the part in the vise first and then move the vise where you want it. So I have a unit that has 3 different vices in it. Each vise rotates 360 degrees. So they're all in a ball and socket. They all move up and down. And they all move in and out like this. So if you wanted to hold the 3 parts together, you would simply put them in the vise. You'd set the vise where you want it. And then you just clamp it in place. So of course the challenge is, if you had to hold these 3 parts in this orientation and you didn't have a multi-vise, how would you do it? The answer is you can't. That's the whole point. And then what I've also done is I talked to a lot of woodworkers. Everything's square, everything's a frame. So I converted the 3-headed vise to a 4-headed vise. And this looks like a very simple orientation, something that you could probably get any clamp on the market to do, but if you go to Home Depot, you won't find a clamp that can do this. And the reason you won't is because most of the clamps that are on the market right now are a 90-degree clamp, a 45-degree clamp. They're fine if everything is square, flat, just like the other clamp. And then another nice thing about it is once you've got what you want clamped in, now you can move it in any direction as well. So what's really handy is if you want to like glue a frame together. So you could put the glue in this corner, then you could just rotate it, and you put the glue in that corner, rotate it, put the glue in that corner, rotate it. So what I've done is tried to make a universal vise and clamp arrangement together. Any questions? I think it's pretty straightforward. I think it's a good invention because it's not going to be obsolete anytime soon. I don't care what variation of windows you're running. I don't care if you have an electric car or a gas-powered car. The original vise was patented in 1850. The vise you buy at Sears right now looks like the original vise that was patented in 1850. Everybody knows what a vise is. There's not a lot of education involved. It's not rocket science, it's a vise. Questions? It was patented in March of this year. It's in production. The 4-head unit is $250. 3-head unit is $199. 2-headed unit is $129. I've already sold them at gun shows. I've sold them at hobby shows. I've sold them where a lot of people are doing artwork, things like that. The nice thing about it is it's all metal, aluminum and stainless steel. You can take off the rubber clamps. Each one of the vise jaws has a V cut horizontally and vertically.